Good morning to you, Ian. So they're just wrapping up their 6 a.m. briefing right now. We're here at the Fort McDowell Rodeo Grounds. You can see some of the fire crews behind me. We just got word that this acreage on the fire was upgraded. Now just over 114,000 acres scorched, about 5% contained still. They've got about 600 personnel that are going to be attacking that blaze. We heard from the meteorologists. They have their own meteorologist here on scene. They're expecting winds to ease up quite a bit. Down in the lower elevations, wind speeds of 7 to 12 miles per hour. Those winds coming from southwest and tracking towards the northeast. And then on the higher ridge tops, those winds are going to be out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles this afternoon. Relative humidity still very low, down into the single digits. No rain expected anytime soon, and they're going to be pushing triple-digit heat over the next couple of days. Joining me right now is Dee Hines, who is with the Bushfire Incident Command Team. They had a lot of success with the fire last night. What's the plan for today?
Well, they're going to follow up on last night's success. They're going to do holding operations and continue to scout to do more night operations. When I say night operations, that means because relative humidity increases in the evening, we don't have winds, it's more favorable burning conditions, so where we go in and actually put fire on the ground to consume the fuel in front of the wildfire. And so they're prepping and scouting areas to do additional night operations tonight.
They were able to conduct those burnout operations around Mount Ord. They were also able to get some protection around a bunch of power poles in this area as well. Folks are planning their weekend, and a lot of people might be surprised with the closures that are still in place. We know that we have State Route 87 closed from Payson all the way down to the Bush Highway. We also have 188 that's closed. That's stretching from the area of the 87 all the way to, where is that roughly?
It essentially goes down to the intersection of State Highway 88.
Okay.
So it kind of makes a big triangle in there, and those roads right now, we're expecting them to still be closed. I realize that's an impact to folks' recreation plans over the weekend. I would really advise you to check to stay up to date because things do change fast. I'm not anticipating those to be open at all, but I know we talked earlier about the wreck sites around some of the lakes, Saguaro Lake, and right now those are closed. I don't, again, foresee those opening, but I would advise you to check the Tonto National Forest webpage. Again, because things can change.
All right, Dee Hines joining us this morning, and again, thank you so much for your time. Places like Saguaro Lake are going to be closed. Roosevelt Lake, you're not going to have access to that. A lot of folks like to hike the iconic Four Peaks. Those have been scorched. We've seen video of that. If you do want to try to get to Payson from the valley, you're probably it's going to take you an extra 2 hours. So we want to send it over to Heidi Goitia with a look at those alternates. Good morning, Heidi.
Hey, Kimmy. Yeah, you're going to want to give yourself a lot of extra time and be patient, because anytime we have this many closures on busy roads, we have a lot of overflow traffic. So these alternates that I'm about to show you are going to be pretty crowded. Here we are in the valley. We're going to back it up and show you where all the closures are in respect to the valley. Purple is the closure. So again, the 87 from the Bush Highway all the way up to Payson, that has been closed for nearly a week now. The 188 also closed, as Kimmy mentioned, from the 87 down to Globe, and then the 88 closed from the Tortilla Flat area to Roosevelt Lake. So again, like he said, it's kind of a triangle there. So how do you get up into the high country if you really need to get up there this weekend if you want to cool off? The 17 to the 260 through Camp Verde is going to be your best bet. Again, it's windy. It's going to be busy, so give yourself some extra time. And then from the White Mountains area, you're going to want to take that 60, and we have heard that there's a lot of construction happening in the Globe, Miami area, so it's really slow as you make your way through there. And again, expect a lot of that overflow traffic.